Yo, I ain't here for the money, I ain't here for the fame. Though it might be nice to own a jet plane, I'ma do it all for you. Come along and see it's true, but the world is pretty cold. You might.
Hello everyone, this is Storm here once again, and today I'm going to bring you guys a video on what I believe we might see Final Fantasy 16 next showcase and the mystery icon from a rival kingdom from the story. And also I'm going to talk about the top 5 games I'm personally looking forward to play on the PS5. No, these are not just exclusives. They could also be third and second party that have piqued my interest in gaming news. But what we're going to start off with right now is when I believe we might see Final Fantasy 16 make an appearance. And I believe, if you look at the screen right now, it's going to be at the Game Awards. I believe it will make an appearance at the Game Awards because it will be a perfect setup for the next review for the game, especially with it would kick off 2022 with high expectations because February alone have a whole bunch of games coming in. So I believe at the Game Awards we'll probably see a new trailer and possibly new icons that might get revealed. And on to the next one for the mystery icon, I believe that will make an appearance in Final Fantasy 16. And we look at the Holy Empire of Samperku. Sorry if I botched that name. Their description for said kingdom is Samperku is the largest theocratic force in Valencia. I'm sorry I botched these names. I probably mispronounced that very badly. The Empire Holy Capital, the Ori Flaming, is built around Drake's head, the mother crystal that blesses the surrounding province with abundance of ether. The people happily take advantage of this living in comfort and security under the watchful gaze of the Holy Empire, whom they worship as the living incarnation of the one true deity. The Dominion of Blank serves as the Empire champion taking the field in times of war to rout its enemies. Now, we have seen the first gameplay for Final Fantasy 16, and you could possibly see what icons we are gonna come across in this game. Of course, we know about Phoenix, Titan, Shiva, and Ifrit. And I pointed out in a group on Twitter in Twitter Space, a lovely group of true fans for the Final Fantasy series. I pointed out in the group, and one of the gameplay aspects, you do see the main character named Clive do a combo move, and you see like talon like hands appear when he's doing the combo. With that in mind, since this is Yoshi P who created the Final Fantasy 14, and he's also working on this game. With that in mind, I personally believe the summon that he's good the icon that we have not seen is possibly going to be Garuda from the gameplay. We have not seen Garuda, but with the evidence of talents appeared, I believe it's going to be Garuda. But that's not the main focal point. What I believe will be the icon to represent the Holy Empire is Corinne. And the reason why I say Corinne, because Corinne in Japanese mythology and also in different games, Corinne always was described as a dragon-like deer. And if we look at the banner of the Holy Empire, we see like a dragon-like figure with a large horn. And where have we seen the large horn before? Oh, look, Corinne from Months Until World, who is called as an elder dragon. Even though he may not look like a dragon, he is described to be an elder dragon. And the reason why I say he's going to be the represent and another evidence that he's going to be the representative for the Holy Empire because of this summon ability he can use called Holy Aura. And if we go back to the banner, at the top of it, it looks like a holy maiden. It could be a very strong stretch that I believe is Corinne, but going off the description for Corinne and the the picture of the banner, it is a strong possibility that it could be Corinne. And me personally, I would love to see Corinne because I would like to see other summons make appearance that never got a chance. That not really haven't got a chance. They haven't been shown a lot compared to the main ones like Bahamut. You can't have a Final Fantasy without Bahamut. Rama, Titan, Shiva, like the main ones that we constantly see through numerous Final Fantasy entries. And I believe Corinne was first introduced in Final Fantasy V. I could be wrong about that. All right. Now with that out of the way, we gonna move on to the big games that I am looking forward to play in 2022 on the PS5. But before we could talk about them, we have to talk about the runner-ups. And the first runner-up will be Final Fantasy 16. The reason why I say Final Fantasy 16 is a runner-up because there is no clear information that is going to be a 2022 release. There had been a leak supposedly said it was going to come out uh in 2023 in March 1st. I don't really talk about leaks or rumors about that because they're not 100%. So unless Yoshi P says otherwise, I do not believe it whatsoever. The next runner up is I have three runner ups by the way. The next runner up is Crimson Deserts. Crimson Desert is made by Pearl Biz by the people who made uh what's that game again? Not Crimson. Uh Black Desert Online. There we go. Don't know why that name escaped me. Dude, again, the reason why it's a runner up because this game was supposed to launch this year in the winter time, but unfortunately it got delayed to an unknown date. It could possibly come out in 2022, but until more information provided, it has to fall in the runner up category. Now, on to the next one. The next big one is my personal is Lost Soul Aside. This game had been in development since 2016. It was first shown off in 2016, if I remember right, by one person. Over the years, he have gathered himself a team to start working on the game. And earlier this year, he came out and announced that the game will also come out on the PS5. To my knowledge, this game is only going to be available on the PlayStation platforms. It was originally only going to come out on the PS4, but now it's also going to be developed on the PS5. I don't know if other platforms are in mind, but with that in mind, that's the only information I got going off. So Yes, Lost Odyssey is the third runner-up game I am personally looking forward to. Now for the top five games I am mostly looking forward to play in 2022. And the game that comes in number five is Elden Ring. Elden Ring, I believe it was on the fourth, had a first fit gameplay reveal for Elden Ring, the next Souls game from the developer Firm Software. I'll be 100% honest. I'm not the biggest when it comes to Souls games. Like I have played some Souls games, but I'm not 100% a fan of it. I have not played Sekiro and I have not played Neo. I played Demon Souls. Uh I played Demon Souls and I played both Neo 1 and 2. So, but I am looking forward to trying out Elder Ring since it's something different compared to the ones that I played, and I am gonna roll up with some friends of mine who are true fans of the soul genre. So it'll be fun times. Now with that out of the way, the game that comes in number four, pay no mind to that, is Gotham Knights. Yes, Gotham Knights, the from DC. I believe the team who did Batman Arkham Origins, Eidos Montreal, is making Gotham Knights, which is the story focused around Batman is supposedly dead, and now the criminal underground, aka his rogue gallery, is running amok among the city. And it's up to his fellow allies that he been nurturing since they were young into the crime-fighting world to protect Gotham, and also to also go up against the mysterious force known as the Court of Owls. You get to play as Red Hood, Batgirl, uh, Tim Drake, Robin, and Nightwing. I am personally looking forward to this because it is something different and it has a, by the looks of it, like a game as a service, but to my knowledge, I believe it's only cosmetic. Not 100% sure on that, but my only gripe with the game that is only two player, especially when you got four characters to play as. So I digress with that one. I'm gonna be rolling with a buddy of mine. He's gonna go as Red Hood. I'm gonna go as Nightwing. All right. For number three, the game that take the number three spot, is Forspoken. The people behind the publisher of Square Enix and Luminous Productions, amazing making a isekai game. A girl from, I believe it was said she's from New York, funny enough, which I am too, get teleported into a mystical world to save. And she come across a cuff that could speak to her and give her magical powers to fight Zaza Tortoise. I cannot remember the main villain name, but the gameplay it caught my. Uh, Sorry about that. My headphone have died apparently. So I'm good for this further on. I'm gonna be using my Blue Yeti microphone. So as I was saying, my Forspoken is a basically a isekai game. You play as a girl named Frey, and ends up in the world to protect, and she has magical powers. All right. Now for the number 2 spot in my top 5 games I'm looking forward to play is, you guessed it, God of War Ragnarok. They've been, lack of the better terms, been a couple of strife against God of War Ragnarok because it being a cross-gen game. I personally don't care. I'm gonna play it on the PS5 either way, so it being a cross-gen don't really affect me. The game is gonna be good regardless. And I am looking forward to giving Thor, Freya, and possibly Odin these hands. And of course, the story focused on Atreus wants to go to war with Asgard and want to learn more about his heritage of him being Loki. But of course, Kratos it take on a different approach that he fears that going to war with gods will end up in something terribly happening to Atreus, which he cannot live with. Especially Freya is coming at his neck with a vengeance after the death of Boulder from the last God of War game. So with that in mind, it looks like I will say Trio becoming Mirror. The smartest man alive will always be with them every step of the way to give them more knowledge and a perspective of what's going on. And now for the final game, and my number 1 spot is Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. I'll be 100%. A friend of mine told me about the Grand Blue Fantasy series because they do have an anime show a while back, and I've been doing some research on it. Uh, I believe it was like, I want to say last year they came out with a fighting game, a Grand Blue Fantasy style game. But the game I'm mostly looking for is to the online multiplayer of Grand Blue Fantasy Relink to play with friends and go on an epic journey. And I love myself some anime games. Who doesn't, to be honest? And with the game, it was said this game was gonna come out winter 2022. Me personally, I don't know if they will keep that date and push it to 2023 because they haven't really dropped info for this game like that. They've been steady working on it. If I remember right, it was originally Platinum Games helping them make this game. But I think Platinum Games left, so now I don't know who they're working with personally. But they said the game is working at a steady pace, so finger crossed that it does make the 2022 deadline. And that, folks, will be my top 5 games that I'm looking forward to in 2022 to play on the PS5. What is yours? I bet there will be a lot more games when the Game Awards come around. A lot more will be revealed. And who knows, I might do like a part 2 to the top 5 list. But as of now, that's all I have for you guys. Hope you guys enjoy. Please take care and have a good night.